Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my first ever Let's Play. I am Keth. This is going to be my new channel, KethGaming. I plan to do a lot of Let's Plays, maybe even some guides as I move along. This is my first Let's Play, so bear with me as I get things under control. Today I'm going to be playing Dungeon Defenders. I've actually clocked a lot of hours in this lately. It went on Steam summer sale and couldn't beat it for the price, wanted to give it a try, and man, I fell in love with this game. I've probably put about close to 200 hours into it. I've been having an absolute blast with it, so I thought I would share my experiences and hopefully get some people interested in this game, or, you know, give you a chance to watch something, maybe learn something, who knows. So here you're given a lot of different options. Of course, you know, options are all basic, all that good stuff. You can change controls, voice, video, all that good stuff. Play local is begin a local thing. Here you can actually download mods and all that good stuff. It's kind of nice to mess around with, but you can't do leaderboards or any of that stuff. So I go ahead and play online. That's what I recommend. You can do open, this again, where you can use stuff from the Steam Workshop, mods, different things like that. This is the trending it. This is where you go to play, you know, to prevent hacking and all that good stuff. It's personally where I play. If I do have a complaint about this game, this is the complaint. This thing pops up every single time you log in. I already know that the gesture's here. I don't need to know that. Thank you. I wish there was an option to disable that. So, as you can see, I've played quite a bit. I've got a number of different heroes at a number of different levels. But we're going to go ahead... Actually, I'm going to delete that guy. That was a test. I'm going to go ahead and create a new hero. We're going to start with the Apprentice, except for the female version of the Apprentice. Just to see something different, because I wanted to level one up. So we're going to go ahead and hit Create Hero. That's the Apprentice. And here's the female version, the Adept.
An introverted trainee in the arcane arts, the Adept has focused her energies to hone several unique magical spells. Her Purifying Blast unleashes a magical explosion of energy that will specifically decimate undead creatures and their necromancer masters, while her instant upgrade allows her to immediately upgrade any defense for a surcharge in mana. Though she can be a little shy at first, her increased speed allows her to hurry across the battlefield to wherever her urgent attention is required.
So now that guy's done talking, I want to go ahead and talk to you a little bit. The differences between her and the Apprentice. Her Purifying Blast, he's got the same kind of thing, except for this one does damage towards undead specifically. And the instant upgrade's a little bit different. The Apprentice has one if you don't have the unlocked characters like I do. He has a similar thing. You use it and it starts draining your mana, but during that your casting speed is just ridiculously upgraded, so you basically instant heal or upgrade just about anything with the right stats. So that's a little bit different. This one just instantly boom done, you know, no cast time whatsoever, even though the Apprentice is pretty close to that. This one doesn't drain, it automatically just costs a set amount of mana per upgrade. So that's kind of interesting. I want to toy around with that. I haven't played the Adept very much. Down here you can change the outfit. Any outfits you've unlocked, you might have to unlock these. I'm not 100% sure. We'll go ahead and go with Desert Princess. This up here you can change based on presets. I think I'm going to go ahead and go with the Apothecary. That looks nice. And I'm not real good at being creative anyway. So, what will you dub your Valiant Warrior? You click Edit, you can change the name. I'm going to call her... Lena. World famous, renowned sorceress, for those of you that are into anime. So we'll go ahead and choose that. Up here you can edit your crystal. I'll get into that a little bit later. But from here you just go ahead and select your character, hit select. As you can see, this supports 4-player local co-op. More games need to do that. Where are all the days where you had a bunch of friends sitting around on your couch playing Mortal Kombat, stuff like that? I kind of miss that personally. So, at any rate, so there's your options there. You go ahead and hit start. Since we're doing the online thing, it's going to give you a chance. Quick match will jump you into one. Custom match will let you create one. I'm going to go ahead and do private match because I don't want anybody jumping into the game as of yet. Since this is my first Let's Play, I try to keep it simple. So this will automatically pop up. We'll go ahead and close out for now. This is your tavern. This is your base operations. As you can see, I've got a bunch of trophies from doing random stuff in the game. Here's your crystal. We'll talk about that in a moment. There's some test dummies you can go ahead and do some damage on if you want to test your DPS. Nothing much around this way. Up here's a secret room you get when beating the game. We'll talk about that some other time. Not super important. For the forge, here's where you go. You can check your hero info. As you can see, I have no gear because I'm brand new. Let's talk about stats here real quick. Hero health is exactly what it sounds like. Upgrades your health. Damage upgrades damage. Hero speed upgrades your movement speed. We're going to be doing a tower build. We'll get into that a little bit later, but suffice to say that these two, not hugely important. You'll get that from gear, so I wouldn't worry about upgrading that. Hero speed, the apprentice has a little bit less speed than the adept, so on the apprentice you might want to put some into that, but eventually you'll get that from gear anyway. And it's not a huge deal when you're on your first playthrough. Hero casting rate, that's how quick you summon towers, repair towers. That's pretty important for a tower builder. And down here, these are your defenses. This applies specifically to your towers and auras and all the different stuff you summon depending on your class. So defense health, pretty self-explanatory. Damage, yet again, pretty self-explanatory. Area of effect. In this case, for towers, it's range. So the further it'll shoot from where it is. And attack rate is just attack speed. Makes sense. These down here are all your resistances. You can't actually upgrade those. Those come with gear, which you'll be able to upgrade, and we'll talk about all that a little bit later. And so for a tower build, I'm going to go ahead and focus on defense damage right there. So I went ahead and used my point, leveled up to level 1. Close that out. Item box, we'll talk about a little bit later, but that's where you can store items. You can create folders, stuff like that. I've got all sorts of stuff in here. A lot of it I can't equip because I'm too low level on this character. Swap hero, exactly what you can do. You can just jump in here, click a different character, and hit swap, and you'll turn into that character. Since this is a Let's Play and I want to show it as a basic game, I'm not going to be using any of the items that I have acquired. I'm also not going to be bringing in any of my other characters to help it along. So, let's talk about the Tavern Keep. Tavern Keep, your items aren't going to be this expensive starting off. These are all based on what level you have completed prior. So I probably just completed an insane level or something. That's why all this stuff is high level like that. But you can buy pets. You can also lock them by pressing... clicking on it and then hit the lock item. That means it will not change when you beat a level. These two will, this one won't. I'm going to go ahead and unlock that because that's not really useful to me. Weapons, same thing. You can go ahead and lock them if you see something you like. Same with your armors. Services, you can do an XP bonus for mana, respec your hero, rename your hero. This may look like a lot of mana. It's not. Eventually you're going to get into the millions and millions once you start getting characters, so don't start worrying about that super, don't be, oh my gosh, I only have 1,000 mana, what the heck. It comes easy really later in the game. Same options here as the Forge, except for this hero shop thing. That's where you can actually sell items to other characters. We'll talk about that in a later video, as it's not super important. So you walk over to your crystal. You can see F is to view your statistics. E is to go ahead and bring up the mission setup. So I have all the DLC for this game, so that's why you see I have all these different things. But we're going to go ahead and just run through the basic levels. You can see up here what levels you beat them. The little shield means hardcore, and then easy, medium, hard, insane, and nightmare. So you can see I've beaten some of these levels on some of my other characters. So we're going to go ahead and drop it down to medium. That's a good place to start. You could probably beat it on hard, but if it's your first time playing, medium's fine. Some people can jump straight into hard and insane if they've been playing the game for a while, and I could probably do this on Nightmare with one of my other characters if I brought it in, but like I said, I'm not going to do that. Survival mode and pure strategy, those unlock as you beat them, so if you only beat it on medium, this will be available on medium, but as you move up, let's see when I haven't beaten on Nightmare. Notice that Nightmare, I don't have those options. Insane, I do have those options. So, we'll go ahead and go on medium. And we'll start Deeper Well, first level. So, quick loading screen, nice tips, those are always fun.
Etheria was once a land of living legends. Long ago, brave warriors across the realm stood together against an immortal evil known as the Old Ones. In the wake of this struggle, the champions locked away the power of the Old Ones inside Eternia crystals. Recently, the realm's heroes, called to a faraway crusade, have left their younger kin to tend the castle and its chores. Bored with their dreary duties, and imagining action and adventure, the pupils accidentally unleash an ancient force that has long been dormant. Now these heroes in training will have to grow up quickly. Together they will defend the Eternia crystals against those who would seek to resurrect the ancient evils.
Well, and there you have it, the storyline to this game. It does have a storyline. It's kind of cute, but not super important. This is basically, if you ever played Orcs Must Die, it's a lot like that. So, when you first start off on a map, you can press, I believe, the default shift. I changed it to tab to bring up the mini-map, and you can start to see these are the portals, these little red circles, where enemies are going to come from. As you can see, they're only coming from this door initially, so that's the only one I really need to defend. Later on, it'll start expanding out. They'll start coming from over here and all that good stuff. So, in order to build stuff, you need mana. And actually, speaking of which, I need to respec my keys real quick. Upgrade, repair. Alright, good to go. Just some quick key rebinds. You can do that by just highlighting something and pressing and holding the button you want. So you grab a chest, it gives you mana. You can only hold 40 mana to start with, but that's enough to summon my first tower, which is the Magic Missile Tower. We'll go ahead and place it here. As you can see, that cone effect is where it hits. So I'm going to go ahead and line that up with the edge of the stairs and place it there. We're going to go ahead and grab another one and place it right here. Same thing on this side. And go ahead and place that down. Nice quick summon. Run over here. As you can see, as I'm building towers, it's using what's called defense units, or DU. If you actually go into here, you can see this costs 3 DU, 1 DU, and so on and so forth, up to your big one that costs 8. So you're restricted in the amount of towers you can place by DU. Most maps, especially on like medium and some of the lower levels, you're not going to have an issue with. As you progress though, and you get into Nightmare, that DU count, real pain. So now that I've gotten my towers placed, I've used up all the chests, all the mana I can possibly get. You can either run back here to where your crystal is and press E, or you can just hit G, which is such a nice button to hit. Automatically starts the wave. You get some different bonuses as you're playing. Only doing hero weapon damage will give you a bonus. Only doing... what am I thinking? Not taking any damage with your character will get you a weapon bonus. You'll notice I can't hit these melee guys while they're in that purple, but I can get this guy. That's because he's in range. That was a really good idea, because some of these guys, if you place a tower too close, they'll get stuck back there, and you can't get to them, and that would just be a shame. So as you can see, as mobs die, I'm going ahead and picking up some mana. You can see down here, no core damage. I didn't take any damage to my crystal, and no player damage. I didn't get hit. You're going to want to try and get those bonuses as many times as you can, because obviously the more bonuses you get, the better off you do, the quicker you level up and all that good stuff. So we're going to go ahead and throw another Magic Missile Tower right here in the center, because I have the DU to spare. Okay, so you notice these little green arrows on items that are on the ground. That indicates an upgrade to what you currently have. Since I currently have nothing, that's going to be an upgrade. And you can see down there at the bottom, that's where it's got the different attributes it has. So this has +1 to generic resistance, so that's getting hit with a baseball bat, basically. That's going to help with that. This one, same thing, so we're going to go ahead and pick that up. And chests will drop them, enemies will drop them. Let's see what we got here. That requires level 6. I can't use it. So we're going to go ahead and E, and it'll go into the storage box, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. So I'll only use items that I pick up during this game. I won't use some of my high-powered items that I have from other characters. So we'll go ahead and get some more mana. We've summoned 3 towers. And you can continue to build even though mobs are coming at you. Now, the negative side to that, and I can't really see from the angle... oh, there we go. Zoom out a little bit. We'll place that right there, so it's covering those stairs. But as soon as you hit G, let's go over here, you can see that mana goes ahead and disappears at the start of the round. Now, don't worry, that gets added. You'll see it down here, 30 mana added to your bank. Not to mention any items left on the ground will auto-sell, so you don't have to worry about picking up items. If you don't need them, just leave them on the ground. They'll sell at the end of the round. Now, you notice that during the round, I summon actually a little bit slower. So bear that in mind as you upgrade and stuff. You'll be able to do that. You'll see this guy, he's got like fire around him. That means he's resistant to fire. This guy's resistant to lightning. That's based on damage. So if I had like a lightning tower, that guy would take like half damage. These are arcane. Nobody has a specific resistance to arcane, so not a huge deal with these guys. But once we level up, we'll actually get a fireball tower, and that'll be less damage based on the fireball. So if I left click and hold here, I'm trying to make this video quick, so I'm sorry if I'm skipping around. You can see that I do a little bit more damage with a charged up attack. Wave complete, we're doing good. Here's another. That says it's an upgrade. It actually is. It's got +3. Oh, hey, level up. So again, I'm just going to keep pumping into base damage. Where was I? Here we go. So that's an actual upgrade. It's got more resistances. That's poison resist next to it, by the way. We're going to go ahead and hit F to equip that. My other item will end up in my bank. I can sell it later. So that was a good upgrade for me. Go ahead and place this one down here. And on some of these earlier levels, you're going to see that I only place a few towers, and I don't really care what's going on. Okay, so here's one that says that's an upgrade. Since I currently don't have anything, I'm going to go ahead and equip it, but you'll notice it does -3 to my poison resist. But since I'm already at 0, not a huge deal, so we'll go ahead and equip that because it's got at least some generic resistance on it. This glove is less than that, so we'll go ahead and leave it on the ground. Come over here. Like I said, you're going to want to open your chests, every single chest, before you start. So here's another one. That's good. It's got fire and lightning resist. We'll hit E because I'm not level 3. Put it in my storage box. And boots over here is an upgrade. I don't have any boots, so we'll go ahead and equip those. I'm going to go ahead and G up because I'm going to try and move this video along a little bit quicker. And just keep summoning towers as we fight. So now, as you can see on the map, I've got most of the lanes covered. I got all these guys coming. I'll probably put another tower or 2 up for these upper ones. So, little goblin guys, they're just basic grunts. Archers are exactly what they sound like. Archers, oh no! Okay, didn't get hit. Try and gather up some mana real quick. Okay, got enough to place another tower. Let my towers do the talking here. Let them worry about beating the guys. I'm a tower character. That's what I want. Hey, level up available, so apparently I'm doing something right. Magic missiles, still beating on that guy there. Another wave complete. That's good. As you can see, the more waves, more mana. Everything's coming along nicely. Gonna go ahead and throw one more tower up here. As you can see, those are not ogres. What's orcs I'm looking for. Again, gonna go ahead and get that. I now also have the ability, with level 3, I can do the Summon Magic Blockade. Now this thing's kind of nice because it's a wall. It's just there to take damage. Now these walls aren't very strong. They only cost 1 DU, but the nice thing is when something gets within range of it, it actually strips all its resistances. So if something is resistant to fire, you put one of those in front of a fireball tower, the enemy runs into it, boom, suddenly it's no longer resistant to fire. that is a very nice ability to have, especially on the later waves. Ooh, look at that, a new staff. Oh, level 8. Okay, so we'll go ahead and put that. This red, since it's not an upgrade. That's right, it's not. What's this? This says, hey, fire resist. We'll go ahead and take that. Let's go over here. Nothing out of that chest. Nothing out of this chest. Oh, yes. Okay, so that there, you notice how this one says it is an upgrade, even though the other one has different stats. Well, let me tell you why. Because if you look down at the bottom, it says upgrade levels 1 out of 6, whereas the other one only upgrades once. So if you want to spend the mana, you can actually increase the stats that this thing has on it. So I could pump up that defense resist. What I do like about this one is it has... Let me look at my hero info here. It has this, which is your instant upgrade ability, and so that's going to cause it to function. You know what, actually? I'm going to have to get back to you on that one. I don't know why that upgrading that ability would be good. If it instantly does it, then why the heck do you need to upgrade it? That doesn't make any sense. Probably reduces the cost or something, or reduces the cooldown. I'm going to look up that one, and I'm going to get back to you on that, because I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, the first time playing this class. So we'll go ahead and G up. As you can see, I'm on the 4th out of the 5th wave. I am taking some time, but again, I know I'm jumping around. Like I said, this is my first Let's Play. I'm trying to get a lot of info out there, and I'm probably failing miserably at it. So we'll just let our towers do the talking here. You can see where the minions are coming from. That guy's stuck on that wall, beating on it. If you put your walls too close, like you can see I did over here, it looks like. Oh, no, that's my walls damage. So, now why are these not... Oh, you know what I did? I put him too far out of the way, so he's not within range of my towers. So let's go ahead and sell that. Boom, now he's within range of my tower and getting chewed up. So that was my problem there. I did the same thing down here. Sell that off, get out of the way before somebody hits me. So I'm used to having longer range on my stuff from being a little bit higher level, and that's exactly what's happening to me. I'm actually overzealous with my range there a little bit, but we'll go ahead and sell the towers off. Let them get a little closer to the towers, and towers will actually wipe them out pretty good. Ooh, that one has movement speed. Since I'm not really worried about resistances, I'm going to go ahead and take that one. Help me move around the map a little bit faster is more important than a little bit of resistance, since as you can see, my towers do all the damage for me. I'm not super concerned about getting hit. So that's the end of the level. Again, I got my bonuses there. That's helping me level up. Final wave, as you can see. This would be the boss wave if this map had a boss, which it doesn't, thankfully. You also notice that every level up is increasing the amount of mana I'm able to hold. Okay, so this one here is range damage plus 15, minus 1 to knockback, and projectile speed 192. So that's a huge upgrade for me. We're going to go ahead and pick that up. It's going to change my staff there. No upgrades there. Let's check over here. Ooh, resistance, but -2 to my run speed, so no thank you. Alright, check for all items. Gonna go ahead and G up. As you level up, you'll get crazier items, like you'll be able to upgrade your projectiles, you'll be able to shoot multiple bolts at once. Different things like that. You'll have staffs that do fire damage and all sorts of nifty stuff. Positive side, things that aren't resistant to fire damage, you can upgrade your elemental damage a lot more than your regular damage. But things that are resistant to it will take less damage. So that's not good. Now if I wanted to, I can come up here and repair these towers. Just in my case it's R, but whatever you have it bound to. And you can start repairing. As you're low level, repairing's nice. Once you get higher levels and you can hold like 1600 mana, you'll start upgrading instead of repairing. And we'll talk about upgrading in a little bit once I get a bigger mana pool. Ooh, what's that? Another staff. Ooh, that one has tower... Oh, see, that one actually does lightning damage. And it also has a buff to my tower, so I think we're going to go ahead and pick that up. Go down here. Let's look. This guy's just hanging out, so we're going to come down here and beat on him. Boom, done. Let's look over here, see this upgrade. What is it? What is it? What is it? Lightning resist. It's alright. Oh, another level up. Look at that. So again, we're just buffing tower damage. That's what I like to do. Level 7, as you can see, I got the instant upgrade ability is now unlocked, and I can also summon fireball towers. Those are cool. We'll show you that in the next video. So, picked up all the upgrades, and you can come over here to your crystal, hit next, or you can hit escape and return to tavern. And here's where I'm going to leave you for my first Let's Play. Hope you guys liked it. If you got any constructive criticism for me, let me know. I'm definitely looking to improve. So, hey, thanks for watching, guys, and y'all take care.